everybody, this is Morgan coming to you from Highland Cycles with a more in-depth review on the Leatt GPX 5.5 boots. I've finally gotten out and gotten quite a few hours and miles on these things, and initial impression, I really like these boots a lot. So quick background on what I've been wearing in the past. I came from most recently Garnet SG12s. Before that it was Garnet SG10s. Before that it was Alpenstar Tech 8s. So I've been using very good, very nice boots for a long time. Leatt approached me and said, can you try these out? They did not give them to me. They gave me a deeper than normal discount on them. So I did buy these boots. They were not free. Leatt is not paying for this review. So this is a very honest review. I paid good money for these boots. So like I said, let me start off by saying I like them. I'm going to keep wearing them. Let me start with the upsides to the boot. First of all, the sole. Check that out. That is after quite a few hours, not just a ton. You can see there's definitely some wear, but it doesn't look bad at all. Most of the wear is just the little nubbins. I'm really happy with the sole on this boot because it seems to grip the pegs well, but not too well. I've mainly been riding on my KTM with stock pegs, so it's a 2018 250 XCW stock KTM pegs. They're relatively sharp. These boots stick well to them, but like I said, I can still move my feet around enough, so I'm happy about that. It's got a nice wide toe box. I've got wide feet. I don't fit in CDs, for instance. I've tried numerous pairs of CD Crossfires. I cannot put them on my feet because they're too wide. These fit. I wear an 11 in every other boot, Garnet and Alpenstars. These are 11s and they fit just like the other ones. Yeah, they're comfortable. Feet very comfortable. I feel like I can get to the brake and the shifter really easily. If you've watched the other review I did, I talked about how the first ride in them, I really didn't have any problem getting to the controls. That's pretty rare. Even on a pair of SG12s, which like I said is my normal favorite pair of boots, it takes a couple rides to kind of break them in and get to where I can actually feel the controls. I've had no problems with that. I feel safe in these boots. They have a lot of rigidity to the side to side. You can actually adjust that with this Flexlock system. You can put different little red pieces in here and make it even more rigid. I don't have bad ankles, so I'm running just the normal, like how they come. They are not hinged, so this movement like this is pretty stiff, which I like a lot because I don't want to, if I land off of a jump or hit a big G out, I don't want to feel like I'm going to break my ankles. So it's pretty stiff there. All the black on it is all leather, and that's what gives it its mobility instead of having a hinge. I like that. They seem to be good with water. I haven't actually put my feet in water, but when we were down in Havasu riding in the rain, my feet took a long time before they got wet. Way longer than if I were in my SG12s, so I'm really happy about that. The grip on the side, this section right here, is all kind of rubbery, and I feel like I can grip the bike really well, so I really like that. Yeah, I did actually kick a rock pretty decent, and I felt safe, didn't hurt my toes. It wasn't a big hit, but it definitely hit, and I felt like they protected my toes, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, just a great boot. I'm really stoked. The price is $399.99, so $400. They're right in there with the Tech 7s and like the Garnet Reacts. I don't think they're quite as nice as like an SG12 or a Tech 10, but that's on purpose. I mean, it's a less expensive boot. That's what you're going to get. But I do feel, like I said, very safe. I feel comfortable. I feel like I can get to the controls. I'm going to keep wearing them. I feel like they're safe enough for me to continue to wear at the speed I'm riding. Yeah, I really like these boots. So now let's move to the downside. The buckles are, when they're working, they're really good. But when you get some dirt on the boot like this, these bottom buckles don't want to close. There's this little piece, I'll show you, right down in there. It's like it gets dry. And so when you lube it, it closes just fine. But when it gets dust on it, it doesn't want to close. So that's kind of annoying when you're putting your boots on at the first part of the ride and you're like having to lick your fingers and touch all those. So I don't love that. The adjustment on the straps is actually really good, so that's fine. The buckles, not my favorite. The fact that the sole, you can't re-sole these, is not my favorite. I don't like that very much because for $400, eventually they're going to wear out, and then you just got to get a whole new pair of boots, even if the uppers are in great shape. So I don't love the lack of maintenance, I guess. Also, the only thing that I've really had a weird problem with was down in Arizona. I had this back piece pop off, and I can't do it again. I mean, I could do it with a screwdriver or something like that. But this back piece popped up and off. And now there's screws down on the bottom that kept it from like coming all the way off. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge deal, but it definitely was a little bit weird and a little disconcerting. I don't know exactly what caused that. I don't know if it was a crash or I kicked a rock wrong or what, but yeah, this thing, like I said, it popped off. There's like little clips and it just popped right back in, but it, I don't know, I guess that's a downside if I want to call it one. Yeah, other than that, I'm really happy with these boots. So, like I said, they're $399.99. I think that is a very good price for what you're getting. You're getting an upper mid-level boot instead of an absolute top-of-the-line boot, and that's exactly what you're paying for. I think they did a great job. I'm sure Leatt is going to come out with a fancier one. That's kind of usually how they do it. They start with a version, and then they'll make a more expensive and a less expensive. So I'm guessing they're probably in the works coming out with either a 6.5 or something like that, and then probably a 3.5 more price point. I don't know that. I'm just guessing because I watched Leatt over the years and the way they do things. So yeah, there we go. There's my full review. Leatt 5.5 GPX boot. I'm really happy. One other kind of cool thing about them is that this Velcro here is cool. It's like a one-way deal. It slides like that, but it doesn't come like that. I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, except for when you're putting these on, you open it all up, put your foot down in there, and then you're buckling. As you buckle from the bottom up, you know, this is always like this, and then you got to like pull it and tighten it and all that. You just leave it like that, and when you tighten the buckle down, it pulls it across and locks it in. So I really like that a lot. It's actually really cool. So there you go, guys. Hope that's informative. I'll put a link in the description if you want to buy a set on Amazon. If you want to buy a set from me, definitely get a hold of me at the shop. You can call 970-240-2197 or email me at morgan@highland-cycles.com. Again, Leatt did not pay me to do this. They did give me a smoking deal on the boots, but if I were spending $400 on boots, I think I'd buy these over some of the other ones. If someone gave me $400 and said I got to go buy a pair of boots, I think I'd be buying these. Thanks, guys. Get out, spread the gospel of two wheels, and please find some time to ride your dirt bikes!